keeper of old reparations. Reparations now. All my Johnsons. Wolfpack. Big K.
Ayo, wait, hold up, pause, no debate, no applause. Tired of the wait, man, we need a revolution, but you came to debate. We be down for the cause. I be laid on a sauce, keep us down for the cause. Fuck up, round, get a public execution. Better wise up, hold up, fuck it, pause. Pause like 10 Black, overwhelmed, but I gotta get my wits jack. We be preaching to the quiet like a hymn track, but we gotta make a dent, get the rich back. Laying in the street, we got brothers that overdosing, trying to help the poor with their handicap and emotion. Both parties suck, take a minute and let it soak in. They don't give a fuck, they be locking you up and smoking. Both parties suck, Johnson, what they're serving up is a lace concoction. Spit it in a face, Johnson, what the fuck you do with a snake when you boxing? Wanna fall in line with the base is an option. I'ma stand for mine, I'ma ride with my conscience. If you wanna ride, I'd advise you with caution. When they get the chance, so you out like an auction. Fucked in, like control that position. Comes down the boat and they roll that position. Top down, yeah, I'm sold on the mission. I ain't bringing coast, I'm searching for friction. Apologists faking these raps give me conniptions. They be out here serving their donuts like a religion. Calling out these blasphemous promises my addiction. They ain't got no soul, yeah, they sold it out for a patient. Wait, hold up, pause, no debate, no applause. Tired of the wait, man, we need a revolution, but you came to debate. We be down for the cause. I be laid on a sauce, keep us down for the cause. Fuck up, round, get a public execution. Better wise up, hold up, fuck it, pause. Ayo, time. Fuck conservative, run on McDonald. Clean, but you look and you sound like you off at the bottle. White boy dress for the follow. You can see through the grip, so you need to let off of the throttle. Drop the right, we beside, let us have us a top. Be a man, we can walk through the basics. You ain't getting shot, just talking about race. Motherfucker, you get shot for being racist. Yo, say you spitting facts, you clearly be in your feelings. Quoting Ben Shapiro, what else the fuck you conceal? See, we didn't free the slaves and you acting like we the same. Like resigning effects, same thing, you fucking idiot. Right-wing frauds really made me belligerent. Educate America, overcoming the ignorance. Big homie Black, show you bitches the difference. They outsource the jobs and blaming it on the immigrants. Bro for initiative, hold the line with the wolf pack. Giving me a shot, I blew through him like I'm a fullback. Riding from inside the center to where your soul at. Pin strength flies, cause homie be full of bullcrap. ACAB, yeah, I'm bending the law. Yeah, the system is broke. If you need this and ours, need divine intervention. Need a fix by the gauze, hold up, I'ma need to catch my breath. Pause. Wait, hold up, pause, no debate, no applause. Tired of the wait, man, we need a revolution, but you came to debate. We be down for the cause. I be laid on a sauce, keep us down for the cause. Fuck up, round, get a public execution. Better wise up, hold up, fuck it, pause.
Looks like we good to go, Johnson. All right. All right. All right. Are we in here? All right, people, let's make sure people can hear the show. My name is Tim Black. Welcome to another edition of Pause with Tim Black. Glad you could be here. I realize you didn't have to go anywhere to get here, but still, I'm going to respect the fact that's the shit you could be doing right now. We good on YouTube? What about Facebook? We all right? Give me love? That's right. That's right, we good? Tim Black, I'm hooked up. All right, he's hooked up. Check it out. It's kind of slow. It's moving kind of slow. Hope people can hear this. It looks like it's good. What about Facebook? We got any love on Facebook? It's streaming on Facebook. There it is. Yes. Okay, hold tight, guys. Let me block the troll. There we go. You know, one of these white guys with the $2 sunglasses you get at like 7-Eleven or Dash-In or any gas station? I got a couple of those in the comment section on Facebook. So, they there's nowhere else for them to go. But it's good to know that he knows what this show's about. So at least he has some reading comprehension skills. That's a lot to ask for. What's up, Raymond Ramos? Okay, Raymond Ramos can hear us. Damn. I wish I didn't block that moron. Because he's missing the best part. You guys ready? Cut the check. Cut the check. Damn, man. Now I feel like I deprived him of the most important part. You know what I'm saying? It's okay, though. He'll get over it. What's up, guys? How y'all feeling? This is Pause with Tim Black, and we're now on Spotify. Yeah, we're on Spotify. So go out on Spotify and get a copy. Sign up on Spotify to get all the latest editions. Right now, I got like 3 of them. Got like 3 episodes of Pause with Tim Black up there. So if you want to do a podcast, or you want to, instead of being tied to your phone, you could do other stuff. Yeah, that's dope. All right, guys. So here we go, guys. This is it. Now, Pause with Tim Black is very simple. We take one topic, an overarching theme, and we be black as hell about it. Okay, that's what this is. That's where we keep it 100. Black, totally black on blackout on this subject, whatever it is. We're not going to worry about our white advertisers. We're not going to worry about feelings. We're going to call it as we see it. So today's topic is, they never hesitate to throw us under the bus. Nah, they love throwing us under the bus, Johnson. They love doing, that's what they do. They throw us under the bus. When I say us, I mean black folks, of course. That's what they love throwing under the bus, man. There is no love. None. Okay, so Tim Black, what are we talking about? I'm talking about Glenn Greenwald. He's my latest offender, right? Latest offender of throwing black people under the bus. Okay? So a lot of people know Glenn Greenwald. Once upon a time, I think he was considered a journalist. Now he's more like a troll, kissing the ass of the right wing. And that's what happens, because it's like these guys, they come out, and initially maybe they have like ethics or something, or they got something, some goal to like reveal something or be like real with their journalism efforts, but something happens along the way. Like at some point they tell some truth, and then they get attacked by the middle or the Democrats or the CIA or something. Somebody comes for them. And they're not used to being attacked like that because they're not black, frankly. Yeah, when you black, you're used to getting beat up on, getting attacked. For white people, it's a new experience. So if they get attacked, right, like, oh no, I'm getting attacked, people are coming at me, and they get really bitter. They get so bitter they can't handle it. These are the people that jump off buildings when they lose money, blow up their house when they lose money. Start offing people in the family because they lost a job. They're really temperamental. But Glenn Greenwald is just like that, y'all. That's exactly what happened. Some Democrats mistreated him. Now the only thing he could do, only thing left for him to do, is to become a right-wing motherfucker. Start kissing that right-wing ring. The right-wing ring. Yeah, that's it. That's what they do. So here's the thing. So I don't pay attention to what he writes. I don't pay attention to what he does anymore. I just hear it's horrible. Every time I turn around, someone's telling me about, well, Glenn Greenwald is selling out to another level. Then another week I hear another person say, hey, what's even a higher level than the last level? And now he's at the ultimate level of selling out, the ultimate level of throwing us under the bus. Now he's throwing black people under the bus because he's retweeting Candace Owens. Yeah, Candace Owens now is considered to be interesting. Yeah, now Glenn Greenwald's supporting Candace Owens. But he's doing it in a sneaky, conniving, spineless, white supremacist way by going, interesting. Sort of like the connotation is, maybe we've misjudged her. Maybe we didn't see the full Candace. Now, why would he do some shit like that, Johnson? Why would Glenn Greenwald, who used to be someone who supposedly reported this straight, who was going to take on the establishment, why is he now boosting a white supremacist in blackface that happens to be sitting down? Why does he choose her? I'll tell you why. Because he's trying to win favor with the right wing, which is her base. Yeah, he wants to be more welcomed with her base, so he has to cozy up with her more. And anyone like her, he has to find ways to support her. I mean, he's already going on Tucker Carlson, just like Femi 4. That's what they do, but now he has to go even further. And what was his excuse? How did he do it this time? He does what most of them do. He uses one of those talking points. This time the talking point was Edward Snowden. Yeah, Candace Owens made a statement on her weak-ass show like, oh, the Patriot Act. I've just discovered that the Patriot Act, you may remember this. how America got us to give away our rights. See, the coons love talking like this. Yeah, they love talking about our American rights, as if black people were ever afforded those rights. You know, now it's like, oh, American rights. Okay. Got it, Candace. Yeah, we gave up our American rights under the guise of American democracy over patriotism, and we wanted to be safe. And after 9/11, we were all so afraid. So we didn't bat an eye when they passed the Patriot Act. And what was the Patriot Act used to do? To disenfranchise Americans. It was never used to catch bad guys, just to hurt us. So, like, you listen, you go, oh, okay, Candace is going to be sensible. She's being sensible. That's what she does. See, what they do, the right wing, the coons, and the conservative types, unlike the Democratic coons and middle-of-the-road milquetoast types, they try to frame everything in patriotism, okay? And every once in a while, they try to say something that makes sense, right? Because they want to throw you off the trail for when they start throwing black people under the bus again. But hold on a second. Candace Owens says it's a good effect because nothing sells to these conservative types like patriotism, standing up against the CIA, and Edward Snowden. Yeah, it's either Edward Snowden or Julian Assange or some other white person, insert name. Yeah, as long as you can talk about the injustice done to some lone white person, that gets you on the side with all the conservatives because that's all they really care about. And Glenn Greenwald is retweeting her. Why? Because that's his lane now. So get this straight. They throw us under the bus, guys, because we're the most expendable group. Glenn Greenwald doesn't give a shit that Candace Owens has never met a black person who deserved any representation or defense from the police state. Not a one. I've never heard Candace Owens ever tweet about a black man or woman being killed by the police wrongly. Whether it was Breonna Taylor or Sandra Bland or George Floyd, she's always defending the cops, just like the white conservatives. Because she is a white conservative in her dreams. And Glenn Greenwald wasn't worried about that backlash. Glenn Greenwald doesn't give a damn if I call him out. He doesn't give a shit if black folks like me say, hey, Glenn, what you doing? We tweeting this coon-ass Candace Owens who throws black people under the bus. He doesn't give a shit because I'm not his audience. I'm not a sellout black man. His audience are whites. And whites that feel like Candace Owens feels. That's who he's trying to attract. That's why she is, interesting. Interesting, wow. She said something that I agree with. Maybe, just maybe, she ain't so bad after all. Fuck all that stuff she said about black people being lazy, shiftless, unable to educate themselves. Fuck all that stuff she said about how Breonna Taylor basically shot herself in her own house. Basically, forget about what she said about George Floyd. He doesn't deserve people to care about his murder. Screw that, man. You can't let Candace's offensive comments about black people get in the way of patriotism. Never do that. Folks, they never have a problem throwing us under the bus. We're the expendables. Now, we may not look like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone or Jean-Claude Van Damme, but damn, they throw us under the bus like we are. Dolph Lundgren, yeah, him too. They throw us under the bus, they back up the bus over top of us because we black. The last thing they're concerned about is cutting a check or respecting us. See, these are the same people that pretended to give a shit election after election after election. These are the same people that pretend to care about civil liberties. Hey man, what's more empathy for civil liberties than caring about black people? We the most disenfranchised group in this country. We built the country for free. It's built on our blood, sweat, and tears. Hell, I just found out we even had to clear the way for the Trail of Tears. We were with the Native Americans. When I talked to Dr. Reverend Robert Turner, he was telling me about this shit. I didn't know this. There has never been an atrocity or a grievance or a battle that black folks haven't been a part of in U.S. history. That we haven't paid the ultimate price in. And we got people like Glenn Greenwald and Candace Owens or Cowens or Slowens, whatever damn name is, Candace, throwing us under the wolves. Throwing us out to the wolves under the wheels. This happens all the time, Johnson. So what I want people to realize, what I want all my Tim Black Wolfpack to realize is this is to be expected. These are the people that say they want your votes. Now, I'm not going to call Glenn Greenwald a lefty. He ain't a lefty. He's a libertarian piece of shit. He's also a bigot. And I don't care if you're not a bigot. If you cozy up to white supremacists, whether they be white or black, because you can be a black person and still uphold white supremacy. That's all Candace Owens ever does. And Jen tries to drape it in this lie. I'm standing up for black people. How can you be standing up for black people supporting a racist party like the Republicans? How can you be standing up for black people supporting a racist party like the Democrats? The only way to really stand up for black people is to stand up for black people and demand reparations, a black agenda, and that they cut the check. But Candace will never do that. No, she worships Larry Elder, who she recently had on her podcast, who said the only person that deserved reparations was slave owners who already got reparations. Yeah, they got reparations back when they released their slaves. In fact, they were offered more reparations if they did not try to cede from the Union. Yeah, they were offered money then. But according to Larry Elder and Candace Owens, when he was on her show, they're the ones that deserve reparations, not us. It's going to have to seep in, folks. We're going to have to realize and accept it. Anybody who's denying what I'm saying about the Democrats and Republicans, about these talking heads, and about these sellouts, that you can be any color and sell out. You can be any color and uphold white supremacy. And Larry Elder, Candace Owens, and Glenn Greenwald. Look, you ain't going to find me retweeting Glenn Greenwald or retweeting Candace Owens or Larry Elder at any time. Never. But Glenn could do it and not fear reprisal. Why? Why? It helps him. It doesn't hurt him to cozy up with white supremacists. This is the same reason why you hear these assholes talking about we need to try to de-radicalize Nazis. Because that's their base. That's the fertile ground to grow their viewership. That's where they're trying to go to get support and subscriptions now. Yeah, they've gone as far as they could go with the other groups. Now they gotta expand their quest, their manifest destiny, to cozy up with people that hate black people, and black people, or even black people, are doing it. Because it's not about color, it's about, and if it is a color, I'm sorry, it is about color. Green! It's about that green, baby. Greenbacks, checks, Cash App. Let reality sink in for you. Embrace reality. Look, it ain't about your feelings. It's about the truth. Glenn Greenwald is just one. I don't want to make this all about him because it ain't all about him. But man, once I saw through the grift, and the grift is this. These people can tell you all day about Assange, about Edward Snowden, even Chelsea Manning. But they can't tell you the name of a black person that got locked up last week or last month. I got a story of a man who got locked up for 7 years. 7 years. What'd he do? His name is Guy. What's his name? Guy. Marvin Guy? Is it Guy? Marvin Guy? So similar to Marvin Gaye. This happened in Texas. Yeah, Marvin Lewis Guy. Locked up for 7 years in Texas they served a no-knock warrant on his house. They didn't identify themselves. He shot in the dark. They say he hit a cop, but there were so many shots, no one really knows. There's been no DNA or ballistics to prove that he's the one who shot the cop. But someone shot a cop. It could have been any number of the several cops that were there shooting randomly into the house. Do you realize they kicked in this guy's door where him and his girlfriend, or him and his girlfriend were staying? They shot it up, and once Mr. Guy realizes they were the cops, he laid down his gun, but that didn't stop them from beating the shit out of Guy in his own crib. They shoved a gun in his mouth and broke his teeth. And then they anally raped him with a gun, with one of their firearms. You won't hear them talk about it. You never hear Glenn Greenwald bring that up. You never hear one of these fake left progressives bring up Marvin Guy. Yeah, because he's black, and he's somebody they could talk about right now. He's been in jail for 7 years. They didn't even give this brother a trial yet. He's been in jail 7 years without a trial. I only know about it because one of my Patreons sent me the story. He's been in jail for 7 years. Only evidence they had was a snitch, who they can't even corroborate if the snitch, they can't even get the snitch to prove on paper when he said that Marvin Guy had actually sold drugs in that. They found no drugs on the premises. So what I'm telling you guys, or folks, is that we got real life stories of black people being misused, abused, and tortured by police, but it never hits the radar. No, because what the fake left loves to do, what these fake progressives love to do, is hold up this idea that they're fighting against oppression in foreign lands. Hold up this idea that they want to keep the peace and they're against interventionist wars. But they don't give a shit that there's a war going on right here in this country. And it's against black people. And it's been going on for 400 years. But to talk about that is divisive. It's too divisive to talk about Marvin Guy. Yeah, because it's going to fracture their what? It's going to fracture their base. Because some of the people that pay their salaries, that fund their excursions, they enable them to live the life that they live. Hell, Glenn Greenwald is a pretty wealthy man in Brazilian terms, which is where he lives. Part of the reason why he's able to live well in Brazil is that he's got a bunch of bigots that support his ass. Why else could he support a Candace Owens and we tweet this damsel of white supremacy? Interesting, isn't it? It's obvious, may not be interesting, but it sure is obvious. It's obvious that we are the expendable ones. We are who they throw under the bus every chance they get to feed their base. See, once I realized this and it really seeped in, I said, wow, I can't support this shit. It became pretty obvious when I used to support, because like for any person who just wants to do good work, any person who just wants to support rights, will support getting Assange freedom. I mean, what did he really do except tell America's bad news? All he did was tell the truth about America using their own documents. Why would you not support that? But after I reported on it 15 times, I realized that none of the left was reporting on all the brothers and sisters they could report on. They forget to report on Sandra Bland or Breonna Taylor or even Tamir Rice, John Crawford, India Kager. The only ones they really talked about are the ones that made the most headlines so they could grab a news cycle for 2 seconds and then jump the fuck out. I mean, they didn't even have the heart to cover George Floyd. And it was the largest, most echoing civil rights battle that I've seen in my lifetime anyway. Some would say since the 60s. They didn't even report on that shit. It's fine. Because the only one complaining about them not reporting on black issues are Tim Black. Now, I know some others have chimed in from here and there, but how much risk are they really taking? They were never part of the group to begin with. They can't turn state's evidence. Now, I was known in those circles, and I got out of those circles and blew the whistle. I'm a whistleblower. Can't be a whistleblower without a whistle. That's why I'm enemy number one, Johnson, because I know these people. I know they don't give a shit about black people. I know they don't want to report our issues. And I know they love throwing us under the bus. And I'll go public on a live stream and tell the world. Follow me on Twitter. You see it all go down. Take this situation going on right now with Gabby Petito. Gabby Petito, young white girl, found missing, or they say they may have found her now. How long has she been missing? Weeks?
I didn't quite catch that. Could you please repeat it?
How long had Gabby Petito been missing? I don't know how long. And don't get me wrong, let me start by saying this is a tragedy. It is very much a tragedy that a woman who apparently was Gabby Petito has been found. And my condolences go out to the family and all her loved ones. And I hope they catch the killer, because murder is wrong no matter who does it and no matter who it happens to. Okay? But my point is this: Patrice O'Neal was right. No one gives a shit about black people gone missing. We're a footnote on that shit. Gabby Petito's been running nonstop. Nonstop for almost a month. 3 weeks of all Gabby Petito, Gabby Petito, Gabby Petito, Gabby Petito. Because a white woman's value to America is so much higher than black women. But to even say that is what? Divisive. Well, am I missing something? Have you heard a bunch of progressives or lefty media talking about this? Talking about the disparity between the amount of black and white women that go missing? I mean, hey, we're 13% of the population, and in 2020, 300,000 white women went missing, which is a horrifying number. But considering there's 5 times more white people than black people, almost 200,000 black women went missing. We're disproportionate in that number too. I told you, black people at the top of everything bad and at the bottom of everything good in America, and it stands true when it comes to missing women. So why is it that a Gabby Petito gets mentioned and Sarah Butler, who was missing for a week in New Jersey, you never heard about? I mean, maybe you heard about it if you live in Jersey. But then it became national news. They became around-the-clock news fodder. I mean, damn, Fox News is basically running a Russia gate on this. A Gabby gate. I mean, we all kind of figured this out long ago, man. This guy, Brian Laundrie, her fiance/boyfriend, it turns out this guy, they got into a fight where a domestic violence call like a couple days before she went missing. I don't know if he did it, but it sure looks bad for him. But back to Mrs. Butler. Young Butler was only 20 years old. She went missing for a week in New Jersey. No one knew where she was. Turns out a serial killer killed her. A black serial killer. He killed a couple of other black women as well. We talk about a major story. A story that should be everywhere. We should all know her name. I just learned her name today in order to do this segment. Because I had to Google. It took me 45 minutes to get results on black women missing. Specific black women, you know? I just told you that 200,000 black women went missing in 2020. 300,000 white women went missing in 2020. But when I searched for missing women, all I saw was white women. I'm not saying I wish that, you know, I'm not saying it doesn't matter that white women go missing. I'm saying it should matter when any women go missing. And you should care about black women going missing. But, what did I tell you? They throw us under the bus because what? We are expendable. When I say cut the check, it's not just for slavery. It's for everything else as well. It's for discrimination. It's for women like Sarah Butler going missing and no one giving a fuck. It's about our government underscoring policies that had us redlined out of owning property. 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and it continues today. It's about Bank of America. It's about Wells Fargo. It's about all the banks that got sued because they were discriminated against us buying homes, which is the way Americans build wealth. It's for a litany of other things as well, but it ain't just about slavery. When we talk about cut the check, we're talking about far-reaching institutional racism in this country that people like Candace Owens doesn't even admit exists, that people like Larry Elder ran a campaign on it being a figment of black people's imaginations. And if you really want to see an aggrieved party, you need to look at a white guy. They're the ones really suffering in America, not the people they stand on, which is us. Hey, look, I want to make this clear, guys. In my heart of hearts, I know America doesn't give a shit about white women going missing either. No, the reason why they cover white women missing is because more white people care about white women going missing, not that they actually care about those white women going missing. Patrice had it half right. They don't care about anybody going missing, Johnson. What they care about are the eyeballs. But it still proves my point that we're expendable. We're all expendable, Johnson. Tim Black's white allies, my vanilla brothers and sisters, your ass is expendable too. We're just more expendable than you. But they've been cooking white people in the coal mines for 100 years. They don't give a shit about you. But they give less of a shit about us. If you don't know that, if you don't believe that, I don't know what to do to help you. I damn sure ain't going to de-radicalize you and waste my time trying to prove to you how horrible it is. I mean, I could run off statistics. Reset Race Podcast. Follow them on YouTube for more specifics. Just know this. The average black college graduate has 2/3 the wealth of the average white high school dropout. Now, you can make that about, it just doesn't work hard enough. It just doesn't put forth the same amount of hustle. You didn't watch enough Gary V videos, man. Come on. Or you could just admit the obvious. America has a racism problem. You know, this guy, Brian Laundrie, whatever the fuck his name is, Laundrie, that's his name. I hope he didn't do it. Hope it turns out that this is all a big mistake. But I remember Tracy Anthony. I remember her, young girl that went missing. You know, because I'm from D.C. Some people remember this back in the 90s. Someone killed her in the park. We heard about it for a month. Meanwhile, there were women in our community that had been missing for twice as long, that no one lifted a broom, no one walked down the street with a flashlight. They just don't care because we just don't matter. See, here's my thing, guys. We'd matter more if we had money, because at the end of the day, that's what it all comes down to. They know that they got a captive audience with white people because white people got time to watch the news. They got time to be captivated by what's going on. They just do. Have more exposable income. If you're not as worried about keeping the wolf outside your door, you got more time to watch shit on the boob tube. And that's really what America's about. It's about entertainment. It's about distracting you from reality. And they're really good at that shit too. Really good. Too good at it. So, Marvin Guy, who's been in jail for 7 years. I saw a public defender trying to get this guy out like a priest or something, a reverend. Yeah, a reverend. On the Black News Channel, laying down the facts. I mean, they raped this guy. They literally raped him. And no one talks about it. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just, I'm being divisive when I talk about black people's shit. Maybe I'm just, fanning the flames of division. Or maybe I'm trying to educate people, and I'm trying to say, if the Democratic Party or the Republican Party really wanted your vote, they give a shit about our vote. They give a fuck about us as people. They don't. We're a means to an end. And they come around every time there's a voting or election time to kiss a couple of babies and eat a couple chicken dinners and do a recital about I am no ways tired. Sing some type of Negro hymns. And then you don't see them again until the next election. And that shit ain't cutting it. Then they play the old cat and mouse and say you got no choice but to vote for them. And if you don't, it's your fault if we get a Trump. And as I look at them, besides the big mouth, a big mouth and being more brazen with his racism, I'm having a hard time differentiating them between what we currently have and what we had before. I mean, there's so many of Trump's policies that are still in effect even now that we have Biden. I'm not saying they're the same. They're not the same. But they're not dissimilar enough when you're catching hell to differentiate. Yeah, someone hits you with a bat, someone hits you with a metal pole. I'm trying to figure out what's the difference. But anyway, hey, we don't got time for all of that because we got people fighting for us like Glenn Greenwald, who will tell us over and over and over how good Candace Owens is, just so he can go on Candace Owens' show and reach your audience. Or just so he can go back on Tucker Carlson and reach Tucker's audience. Fuck all the shit Tucker said that was horrible. Who cares? And his audience, and folks know, even those on the left who like Tucker totally overlook all the shit he's done about us, said about us over the years. And they'll weed through and find one or two statements about world peace or de-escalating a military coup or spending less money on bombs. Because to them, the blacks are expendable. We are the expendable class in America. You know, when we complain about shit that's going on in America, you try to make it racial. It ain't racial. I just saw an image recently of Haitians being beat at the border with bullwhips. Yeah, I'm waiting to see some tears flowing from some eyes about that one. Yeah, who's going to go down to the border now and cry about it? See, now we got a substantive complaint that I can get behind. I'm full behind this one. Not about a dress. Now I want to see AOC and all the other Democrats go out and show out. Go out and show out for the Haitian Americans being brutalized. It doesn't matter who it is. It's about the act that we're committing, right? So Haitians deserve protection just as much as our brothers from Latin America, from Guatemala, Mexico, Honduras, right? That's right. I mean, you know, if we're going to be fair. Right now, I just heard there's going to be a number, like, was it 15,000? 15,000 Afghani refugees coming to Maryland, where I live. And I'm good with that. But I would like an equal amount of Haitians. Go ahead and mix that up. Mix that up for us. Serve that up for us. If they're going to be 15,000 Afghani refugees coming to my state, I would like an equal number of Haitians. And that's what everyone should be saying. But will they say that? And if they won't say that, I think we know why. This is a white supremacist country, that's why. And the darker the berry, the juice may be sweeter, but so is the racism. Cooked to a fine elixir. So look, guys, all I'm doing is giving you the facts. Embellish with my truth as well. I can't help but do that. I gotta be myself. That's what this show is about. We pause and we tell the truth, and we're gonna be very black about it and keep it 100. So it's not about Glenn Greenwald as much as it's about a left or a fake left or these fake libertarians who throw us under the bus at any chance they get to broaden their audiences. And all I'm saying is, if you really wanted to win elections, you just go black. Talked about more issues that concern black people. Actually put forth an agenda that addresses issues that impact black people directly. I mean, America had no problems having policies that limited us from purchasing homes. Why come we can't have policies that enable us to purchase homes specifically? I'm just saying. You had the opposite, and it was not a problem. So when it's against us, it can be specific, but when it's for us, it can't be specific. Or it's against the Constitution. What the fuck are you talking about? Just something I heard Roland Martin say in defense of Joe Biden, why Joe Biden couldn't have a black agenda. But now, since then, Roland Martin has changed his tune and gone more black because Roland realizes the white people ain't really letting them back in, so everybody wants to be black. Or everybody wants to be a nigga, but don't nobody want to be a nigga. Shout out to Paul Mooney. Man, I could go on and on about this, but damn it, who wants to talk about it? It's such a downer. I'll just say it like this, guys. Let me say it like this. We got a lot of people that have been disenfranchised. There's no other group more disenfranchised. I mean, it's a group of people that have been harassed, detained, declined, discriminated against, pushed out, denied access, can't move freely about, attacked, demonized, vilified. And it continues to happen. When we gotta do something about the poor anti-vax people, man. God, the anti-vax people can't go nowhere nowadays. They are stuck out, man. They're left out in this cold, man. You thought I was gonna say black people? No. The anti-vax people got it so much worse. They gotta wear a piece of cloth on their faces. They gotta show their freedom papers when they go in stores. We had Birth of a Nation is what America uses propaganda to sick the KKK on us. They're gonna come up with a new film. It's called Birth of a Pandemic. Instead of Karens, or instead of KKK, it'll be a bunch of Karens dressed up like the cast of The View. Chastising anti-vaxxers and people that won't wear masks. Sounding like Whoopi Goldberg. Hey, lie. Listen here. I listen to you. I spend a lot of time listening to you. I want you to tell me where you young people should thank an older boomer. They got it bad, man. We all need to just table our grievances and realize the really oppressed group in this country are not blacks or lats or gays or transgenders. It's people who won't wear masks. People they won't get shots. That's a real disenfranchised group. And for YouTube, I'm just joking. They're not disenfranchised. YouTube will give me a strike just for saying that. Because just like a lot of fake liberals and the scumbags that came from me, they take things literally. Well, guys, tomorrow on this show, well, not this show. Tomorrow night we open up phone lines. It'll be time for the Tim Black Show, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call into the show. Let's make this happen. I want to hear what you have to say on this issue and so many more. Hope they found the killer of Gabby Petito. Young person apparently murdered by someone. And also, my condolences to the family of Sarah Butler, murdered by a serial killer who no one gave a shit about. Well, no one in our media gave a shit about her. All right, guys. Find me as Real Tim Black on Facebook and Twitter. Find me as Tim Black at Night on Instagram. Until we talk again, cut the check. People are owed reparations. Reparations now. All my Johnsons. Wolfpack. Big K.
Ayo, wait, hold up, pause, no debate, no applause. Tired of the wait, man, we need a revolution, but you came to debate. We be down for the cause. I be laid on a sauce, keep us down for the cause. Fuck up, round, get a public execution. Better wise up, hold up, fuck it, pause. Pause like Tim Black, overwhelmed, but I gotta get my wits jacked. We be preaching to the choir like a hymn track, but we gotta make a dent, get the rich back. Laying in the street, we got brothers that overdosing, trying to help the poor with their handicap and emotion. Both parties suck, take a minute and let it soak in. They don't give a fuck, they be locking you up for smoking. Both parties suck, Johnson, what they serving up is a lace concoction. Spit it in a face, Johnson, what the fuck you do with a snake when you boxing? When I fall in line with the face is an option. I'ma stand for mine, I'ma ride with my conscience. If you want the right, I'd advise you with caution. When they get the chance, sell you out like an auction. Fucked in, like control that position. Cunts on the boat and they roll their position. Top down, yeah, I'm sold on the mission. I ain't bring a coast, I'm searching for friction. Politicians faking these raps give me conniptions. They be out here serving their donuts like a religion. Calling out these blasphemous promises my addiction. They ain't got no soul, yeah, they sold it out for a pension. Wait, hold up, pause, no debate, no applause. Tired of the wait, man, we need a revolution, but you came to debate. We be down for the cause. I be laid on a sauce, keep us down for the cause. Fuck up, round, get a public execution. Better wise up, hold up, fuck it, pause. Ayo, time. Fuck conservative, run on McDonald. Clean, but you look and you sound like you off at the bottle. White boy dress for the follow. You can see through the grip, so you need to let off of the throttle. Try the right, we can side, let us have us a top. Be a man, we can walk through the basics. You ain't getting shot, just talking about race. Motherfucker, you get shot for being racist. Yo, say you spitting facts, you clearly be in your feelings. Quoting Ben Shapiro, what else the fuck you conceal? See, we didn't free the slaves, and you acting like we the same. Like we're signing effects, same thing, you fucking idiot. Right-wing frauds really made me belligerent. Educate America, overcoming the ignorance. Big homie Black, show you bitches the difference. They outsource the jobs and blaming it on the immigrants. Roll for initiative, hold the line with the wolf pack. Giving me a shot, I blew through him like I'm a fullback. Riding from inside the senator, where your soul at. Pins track blast, cause homie be full of bullcrap. ACAB, yeah, I'm bending the law. Yeah, the system is broke. If you need this and ours, need divine intervention. Need it fixed by the gods, hold up, I'ma need to catch my breath. Pause. Wait, hold up, pause, no debate, no applause. Tired of the wait, man, we need a revolution, but you came to debate. We be down for the cause. I be laid on a sauce, keep us down for the cause. Fuck up, round, get a public execution. Better wise up, hold up, fuck it, pause.